Hey guys, this is one of my clients, Hannah. She has read the powerlifting book, she's been on the seminars, and now she's being coached by me for the last few months. And she's volunteered to let you guys see what actually happens on the other side of the camera. Do that again. Other side of the camera? What does that mean? What does it mean? Help you guys see all of the lifestyle in action. So she's gonna share that with you over the next few weeks.
So Chris often talks about how the why is the most important part of the lifestyle, because if you don't have a why, then there's no point in doing it. So my why is, at the moment, for short-term purposes, is I'm going to Thailand. So I've set myself a goal of 28 pounds in 28 weeks, which is slightly longer than the fat loss phase in the book, but it's my fat loss phase because I've got quite a lot of weight to lose. So then after that initial fat loss phase, I'll then be going into metabolic recovery, which I don't know that much about yet, so you're gonna see my journey as I experience it, and that's how we're gonna go for now.
So obviously you'll see a lot of Hannah's problems, the ups and the downs. For example, she uses the 48-hour window quite a lot.
Yeah.
So if she makes a mistake one day with tracking the calories or tracking her intake, so you'll just take it off the next day. And then you've done it the other way around, where you've not eaten enough one day and you put it on the next. You spoke about your family meal the other day, where you ended up coming home after you finished your macros for the day, and there was a huge meal, and what she did to fix that or fit it into the lifestyle. And I'm going to attempt to say this, I normally write it, temporary contemporary disordered eating, which is a phrase we've coined in Empowered by Lifting, which is basically an issue where media, the internet, blogs and word of mouth, and then Photoshop on the internet, and then all these fad diets telling you that you shouldn't eat this and you should eat that, creates this disordered eating problem, which is not, we've called it temporary because usually when they get into the empowered lifting lifestyle, it goes away pretty quickly. And that's what's beginning to happen with Hannah, because unfortunately you ended up not eating enough and then binging all the time.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do with Hannah is break these binge cycles longer and longer and longer, and now it's, after a few months, we've got a long distance between us binging now.
Yeah.
So that's a goal. So now she's not beating herself up about accidentally eating too much. Do you want to talk about your history a little bit?
Yeah, so when I was younger, I used to actually be an incredibly active person. I used to do a lot of running and skateboarding, and was involved in all kinds of sports, and then I was involved in an accident and I put a hell of a lot of weight on as a result of not doing much because I couldn't. And then I went to uni and drank a lot, ate a lot, didn't train a lot, and so I ended up gaining quite a bit of weight because I wasn't moving much. I wasn't really that bothered about my nutrition because I was so busy working or doing uni and enjoying life and whatever, so I didn't really think of the consequences. And even though it takes a long time to put weight on, it kind of felt like I woke up one day and went, oh my god, I am like huge. It wasn't a very pleasant feeling, to be honest. So that wake up moment was from a holiday photograph, and I thought, right, I've got to do something now. I can't keep living like this. So I tried various different diets. At first I just cut out all bread. I basically just didn't eat carbs. I ate protein and just literally lived off meat, milk, cheese and eggs, and that was about it. I lost a stone and a bit doing that. For American guys, 14 pounds or something like that. And then I experienced a meal replacement diet, where you essentially replace your food with liquid meals and very low calories, very restrictive, but you're conned into thinking because you have one meal with food a day that it's acceptable to have that very restrictive diet, and it worked. You know, I did really well. I lost about 4 stone. I ran a Tough Mudder. I was training really hard, and then as soon as Tough Mudder finished, it was like, right, I deserve a treat now, and that treat went on for about 4 or 5 months because I could not bring myself in my mind back to eating such little amount of food because it was stressing me out. So I just ended up putting weight back on, and then I bought the.
So did you put the same weight back on that you lost anyway?
No, I only put a stone back on because I was still kind of.
So you caught it just in time, really?
Yeah, because I put about a stone or maybe a stone and a half, so between 50 and 20 pounds back on, because I was kind of kidding myself that I was eating clean. So I started going, oh, okay, I won't eat the meal replacement shakes, I'll just eat clean. So I was eating. One
of my 2 viral comments I've done on social media was 1,000 calories of veg is still 1,000 calories.
Exactly. And
I've also I did one recently which was 3,000 calories of broccoli is still 3,000 calories.
Yeah.
And I've had so much like hate mail about that, and I've also really positive where people start thinking, oh, so I can accidentally gain weight from eating clean food.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's not. It's all about the calories in, calories out, and knowing how to track them.
Yeah.
So I had that quite a lot, and that's where one of the mistakes you were making, I'm thinking.
Yeah, so I was eating chicken and broccoli and fish and salad, and I was like, yeah, that's great, but huge portions because I was always hungry, and that's probably because of the damage I'd done to my metabolism through such restrictive dieting and training quite heavily as well, 3-4 times a week. And then bought the ebook, and when I first read it, I didn't really believe what it said. I was like
skeptical as everybody
very skeptical, yeah, because I was kind of using the lifestyle multipliers. So mine is 14 because I train a few times a week, and my body mass in pounds times that lifestyle multiplier, and I was like, what, 3,000 calories?
We were bouncing back and forwards in messages for a while, and you were like, are you sure this is okay? And I was like, yeah, you can eat that many calories, I promise.
Yeah.
And then once you start seeing results that you can actually eat more calories than what the fitness industry tells you you're supposed to eat,
yeah,
then you've got the most important phrase of powerlifting is lifetime adherence to a way of eating. And that's what you're going to see over the next few weeks. I won't say weekly in case Anna doesn't want to do it every week, but whenever she does a video, you'll get to see what actually happens, how she's being coached, how she's felt from the seminars, how she's felt from reading the book, how she's referring back to the book sometimes, what she's doing training, general life in work. Hannah's a lawyer, so she'll probably show you taking food to work and things like that, and how she's like fitting in this with her lifestyle.